Hello and welcome to Funda of Mechanical Engineering on YouTube. In this video, I am going to explain top 10 to 15 interview questions related to thermodynamics, basically related to basic thermodynamics. These questions are very important and very fundamental from the engineering point of view because whenever you will go to attend a mechanical engineering interview, then interviewer will ask you a basic question. They will not ask you, they generally don't ask to solve a very large numerical problems or very large problems. They ask you a very fundamental and very, जिसको बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में, बहुत ही मौलिक क्वेश्चन जिसके बेसिस पे आपका नॉलेज बिल्ड होता है. So that kind of question I am going to explain in this video. So please stay with us at the end of this video, up to the end of this video. So without delay, let me start. Let me start from the question number one. So first question is control volume. Okay, control volume. Control volume. If there is any process is occurring in any space, okay, any space of volume, then there must be a area, particular area where we are controlling different thermodynamic property, thermodynamic parameter like pressure, temperature, enthalpy, entropy, anything that we are maintaining in a particular region of space, that is called a control volume. Okay, where the different thermodynamic process is going to occur. Okay, so that is if there is a room, say if there is a room, if there is a room and if we are controlling some process here, then this is the control volume of this space. We can understand like this. Next question is process. What is process? Process is basically path of thermodynamic state. So basically a process is a path of thermodynamic state. If any process is occurring, say there is a PV diagram, we must I'm explaining with the PV diagram. This is P and this is a V. Okay, along this axis we are representing volume, along this axis we are representing pressure. So if I am drawing a line and this is the point A and this is the point B, then this A to B is called process, and this is process at constant volume. Okay, so there are different kind of process in thermodynamics: isobaric process, isochoric process, isentropic process, isenthalpic process, isothermal process, and so here process is A to B is process at constant volume. So process A to B is called a isochoric process. That means process at constant volume. So here are different kind of process. I have told you already. Let me tell you one by one. One is isochoric. Isochoric means change in volume will be zero. Okay, isochoric, where the change in volume, that is constant volume process. Second is I'm not writing, otherwise it will take long time. Isochoric, change in volume is constant, that means constant volume process. Isobaric, constant pressure constant. Isentropic, constant entropy process. Isothermal, constant temperature process where delta T, change in temperature will be zero, delta T. And isenthalpy, where enthalpy will be constant. Okay, so there are several kinds of thermodynamic process. Let's move to next question. Next question is system in thermodynamics. How many kinds of system in basic thermodynamics? Okay, so system in thermodynamics. So let me tell you, there are three kinds of basic system in thermodynamics. There are three kinds of system. One is open system, second is closed system, third is isolated system. What happened in these three kinds of process, three kinds of system? Let me explain here. Open system. Okay. So as I was telling that there are three kinds of system. One is open system, one is closed system, and one is isolated system. In open system, there will be interaction of energy and mass. There will be interaction of both energy and mass from the system to surrounding and surrounding to system. Okay, in closed system, there will be only interaction of energy from system to surrounding and surrounding to system. There will be no interaction of mass. Okay, in closed system. And in isolated system, neither energy nor mass interaction from surrounding to system, system to surrounding. Okay, so हमें ये समझना पड़ेगा कि ओपन सिस्टम में मास और एनर्जी दोनों का आवाहन प्रवाहन होगा सिस्टम से सराउंडिंग के बीच और सराउंडिंग से सिस्टम के बीच. ओके, सो अभी डिले किए बिना चलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है हमारा, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लॉज ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक्स में जाने से पहले मैं साइन कन्वर्जन बताना चाहता हूँ. साइन कन्वर्जन हमारा ये है कि अगर हम किसी सिस्टम पे वर्क डन कर रहे हैं, दैट इज वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द सिस्टम, देन आवर वर्क विल बी नेगेटिव एंड वी आर टेकिंग सम आउट. अगर कोई सिस्टम हमारा कुछ काम कर रहा है तो हमें कुछ काम करके दे रहा है, दैट मीन दैट इज अ पॉजिटिव, दैट विल बी पॉजिटिव. ओके, सो इसका हम और अच्छे तरीके से बाद में समझेंगे. ये पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव कैसे हो रहा है, नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव कैसे हो रहा है, ये और समझ में आएगा. बेसिकली अब अपने माइंड में आप क्लियर इमेज बनाइए कि अगर कोई मुझे काम करके दे रहा है तो दैट विल बी पॉजिटिव ना. सो इफ दिस सिस्टम इज डूइंग वर्क, then this work will be positive for us. And if we have to give some work for this system, then that will be negative for us. Okay, similarly in case of energy, interaction will be opposite of this work done. Okay, so if we are giving heat on the system, then this will be positive, and if we are taking out heat from the system, then it will be negative. So this is the sign conversion of the thermodynamics. Let's move to the next question. Point function. What is called a point function? Point function means a thermodynamic function or parameter that depends only on point, that does not depend on path. Right? Thermodynamic parameter or function that depends only on point is called a point function. Like volume. चेंज इन वॉल्यूम क्या होगा वो पॉइंट के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा, इनिशियल और फाइनल पोजीशन के ऊपर. टेम्परेचर क्या है वो भी पॉइंट पे डिपेंड करेगा. प्रेशर क्या है वो भी पॉइंट पे डिपेंड करेगा. और डेंसिटी क्या है वो भी पॉइंट पे डिपेंड करेगा. ओके, सो दैट इज अ पॉइंट फंक्शन. फंक्शन दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन द पॉइंट इन द प्रोसेस, दैट इज द पॉइंट फंक्शन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज path function. What is called a path function? A function that depends on the path follow is called a path function. इसको मैं अच्छे से elaborate करूँगा. So let me delete this point to explain this point properly. That how path function and point function get differed. Say there is a PV diagram. Okay, this is P and this is B, and there is a process. Say there is two process. Okay, for these two process A to B, process B to A, and this process B to A, there are two different routes. That's why there are two different paths. So we know work done is equal to, as we know that work done is equal to P delta V. Okay, so a pressure is constant, that delta V, change in volume, represents the work done. So for this process area is different, and if we will take this path, that means for this path, first path, area is lesser than this path, and if we will take this route, then area will increase, then work different will be increased. So path function depends on the path flow of the process, that how process is occurring through which path. Okay, so this is how point function and path function get varies. Point function only depends on point, does not depends on path. Okay, so I already explained control, volume, process of different process, system in system in thermodynamics, and path function, point function, sign conversion. Now let's move to next question. Let's move to next question. This is laws of thermodynamics. I am not going to explain all the laws. I'm not going to explain all the laws here. I'm just going to tell you the just important point, bullets point for the laws of thermodynamics, because for the laws of thermodynamics, for better clarification, I have made a video on front of mechanical engineering, you can go below for the link for that video, and you can watch from there and you can get knowledge from there. So here I am going to tell you only the bullet points of the laws of thermodynamics. There are total four laws of thermodynamics, including zeroth law of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics. So zeroth law of thermodynamics gives the concept of temperature, equilibrium of temperature. This law simply says that if body A and body B, if there are three body, and this temperature says, this law, zeroth law of thermodynamics says that if body A is equilibrium with body C, okay, if body A is equilibrium with body C, and if body A is equilibrium with body C, then this law says that body B and C also be equilibrium, also will be in equilibrium in temperature terms. Okay, so first law of thermodynamics give the concept of equilibrium of temperature. Zeroth law of thermodynamics gives the temperature concept of equilibrium of temperature. First law of thermodynamics gives the concept of conservation of energy, that energy neither be created nor can be destroyed. It can be transferred from one form to another form only. Okay, this we get from the first law of thermodynamics. That's mean if there is any system and if we will provide a heat, then this will heat divided into U, internal energy, plus work done. Okay, so but in the first law of thermodynamics we didn't get idea that first law of thermodynamics gives the concept only about how what happens to the energy, but in which direction energy changes take place, this defined in second law of thermodynamics. So from there, second law of thermodynamics give the concept of entropy, and third law of thermodynamics, entropy of perfect crystal becomes zero at 0 Kelvin. This is the statement of third law of thermodynamics. So I'm not going to explain lots of things on first law, zeroth law, first law, second law, and third law, because these things I have already explained in another video. So let's move to second law of thermodynamics. Important point of second law of thermodynamics: this Clausius statement and Kelvin Planck statement. There are two statements in second law of thermodynamics which gives the concept of heat pump and heat engine. Heat pump and heat engine. Okay, so what these statement actually says us? These statement says us, first move to Clausius equations. Clausius statement. Okay, Clausius statement says, I'll tell this statement in Hindi also and English also. This statement is very simple and these things should be clear to you for cracking any interview, because generally interviewer ask these questions and from at this point student gets confused. So you must be very clear about these 2 points, about what is the difference between these 2 points, that Kelvin Planck statement and Clausius statement. So let's move to Clausius statement. Clausius statement says if there are two temperature reservoir 1 T1 and temperature reservoir 2 T2. Okay, so if there is two temperature reservoir, okay, and condition is T1 is higher than T2, that's when T1 is higher than T2. Okay, so Clausius statement says that it is impossible to make a heat pump. Okay, it is impossible to make a heat pump which can take heat from T2 and deliver to T1. Okay, it is impossible. That's why manufacturing of such kind of heat pump which takes heat from one source of reservoir and deliver to other source of reservoir, it is impossible. Okay, it is said by Clausius. Okay, let's move to Kelvin Planck statement. Kelvin Planck statement says that it is impossible to make a heat engine. It is impossible to make a heat engine which takes heat from one source of reservoir, one source of energy reservoir, temperature reservoir, and deliver work only. Okay, that means it is not possible to make a heat engine which can take heat from one source of energy and can give work. That means what is the practical approach? That means these are the two statements of Kelvin Planck. These are the two statements of second law of thermodynamics. One is Kelvin Planck, other is Clausius Clapeyron. Sorry, Clausius statement. Clausius statement is about heat pump, and Kelvin Planck statement is about heat engine. Okay, so it is impossible to make a heat pump which takes heat from T1 and deliver to T2. Okay, sorry, which takes heat from T2 and deliver to T1. It is impossible to make such device. And Kelvin Planck is, it is impossible to make a heat engine which takes heat from temperature reservoir T1 and deliver a work only. Okay, so this is the statement of Kelvin Planck. Actually, what happens in reality? In reality, why it is impossible? Because in reality, you will have to add some work. You will have to add some work. For getting transfer of heat from T2 to T1, you will have to give some external work to this heat pump so that it can do. And this is actually possible. Without giving external work, you cannot transfer heat from T2 to T1. Okay, this is the correct statement. And here, if there is a high temperature reservoir T1, then heat engine will take heat from the T1 and will deliver a work. Adjacently, there will loss of energy in the terms of U, delta U. Okay, so कुछ एनर्जी तो हमारा एनवायरनमेंट में लॉस होगा. Some energy will be lost to environment. This will covered here. Okay, so another next question is reversible and irreversible process. I have and cause of irreversibility. These things actually for reversible and irreversible process, I have also made another video where I have clearly explained the things that what is reversible process, what is irreversible process, and what is the cause of irreversibility. Actually, why I am sorting these points from this video, that because if I will explain this on detail basis, then this video will become large in length, and so please watch my another video for reversible and irreversible process, link given below the description. Okay, given below in the description. I have made another video on this. So these are the different bullet points from where interviewer asked question from thermodynamics, basic of thermodynamics, and you must have idea if you are going to attend a power plant interview, if you are going to attend a thermodynamics interview, air conditioning, power plant, boiler plant, or air conditioning, refrigeration, wherever you are going, this is the roots. These questions are the roots of that interview. You must have ideas about this. Okay, so in this video, up to here, in next video I'll explain some basic question and some fundamental questions from air conditioning and refrigeration. And if you like my questions and my explanation, then please do not forget to subscribe my channel, which is Funda of Mechanical Engineering, and please like, share with your friends and your junior, senior, so that you can understand what I mean to say. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.